Alright, we're out here at 334 Cushing Street. This is next door. This is the house we're looking at over here. This is what the neighborhood looks like. Got a very nice big houses across the street, set way back off the road. This one across the street looks a little more beat up. But overall, good looking neighborhood. That house looks pretty decent. We do have a good amount of cars here today, so we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. The roof looks okay. Looks like it's got a little bit of like staining on it. Not necessarily an indicator of anything other than, you know, water running off of it. Oh, that does kind of have, I don't know if you can see right there, like a little bit of an indent on the, I can't point at it, right there. A little bit of an indent looking there, so don't love to see that. It's looking alright though. Who's this? Parsley. Let's see. Donna. Let's walk right up. So.
Yeah, you don't know what anyone else puts up. You don't know what only if they offer you a.
Alright, so this is what it looks like from this side. It looks like this is going to be the entrance to the lower unit. Start in the back. Driveway looks good. Foundation exterior looks pretty good also. Alright. Wood staircase here. Pretty solid. This has got a little bit of play, but could use reinforcement. Not bad though. Let's see. There's your storage area. This looks just like an add-on shed. It's not part of the interior of the house. The foundation is still on this side, but it is cemented. Very nice looking yard. Very nice. If you, I think from the end, hold on, let me just, from all the way down the fence up to the side of the house here, you've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet back at least. So it's a very good sized yard. That shed has seen better days. That roof is looking a little rough on the shed, but it is just a shed, so not too bad. Some peeling paint here. VA might have something to say about that, even though it's not part of the structure of the house. Any lights in here? I couldn't find a light switch, but the interior structure here looks pretty good. This is all pretty new looking plywood. So, yeah, it's interior wise is a good looking shed. House looks pretty nice from the exterior. The land looks great. Neighborhood looks good. Let's head inside next. So right here on the side of the house, this is interesting. You have these posts here for what looks like was previously a fence, and then it just goes into like this little foresty area, this little wooded area. So I don't know if this is a separate lot or if part of this is with this house. If it's split down the middle with the other house, there's no way to know, but it's interesting that it's there. Let's see if we can go in. Alright, there were some people in there. Walk up the front here. Steps look good, railings look good. A little bit of a crack right there, but no play in that at all. Same over here. Let's see what we got inside. Alright, so you got your standard split staircase here. This is the main entrance for the main unit, and then the downstairs unit's gonna have its own door with a lock on it. It's got a lock. Hi, how are you? Alright, so we're starting up here from the living room space. It's your main entrance here. Goes right into the living room. The living room is a good size. It is Over here into the dining area. Pretty standard layout for a split ranch. Sometimes they have a wall here, sometimes they have a door here. There's like a half wall, so pretty standard layout. Tile looks good. Looks like cabinetry is a little bit older, but with updated hardware. Still in very good shape. Dishwasher looks a little older. This is plastic. Let's see. Tiling up against the wall here. This is loose. Small closet. And it's gonna have your standard layout. So the flooring here looks like it does jut up just a little bit. So there's about a finger's worth of difference from this level to this level. Nothing crazy. But, you know, something to note that wasn't like cleanly finished. A little bit of an older sink. That looks on the newer side. The toilet looks on the newer side, although right here with those bolts look pretty rusted. Other than that, paint's nice. This tile's a little more older style, but I don't mind it. I feel like it goes well. It gives some texture to the walls rather than just have it be a flat white. Standard tub liner, not too fancy. I would like to see some tiling done here because this paint being in the shower is gonna wear out over time more quickly. Same with the ceiling. And just the ventilation in here. Hold on. Okay, looks like there's no vent. There's no vent for the steam for the shower, so they've probably repainted this actually pretty recently because with no ventilation, I can't imagine that this paint would be in this good condition unless they would take only cold showers. Small closet there. Okay, this is a very good sized room. You can see here definitely some scratches on the floor. The floor needs to be refinished. It's in some rough condition. This looks to be the roughest part that I've seen so far of the house, floor wise. Very good sized bedroom over here. This is a king size bed. Old style, hollow doors, but decent closet size. Excuse me. Alright, this is another very well-sized room. This is queen size sleigh bed here, so with plenty of space on either side for a night table. So this is also a very good sized room. Ceiling height on this. I can touch the ceiling. I have to stretch a little bit. I'm 5'7", so this is probably like a 7.5 foot ceiling. Like 6, 7, yeah, like 7 to 7.5 feet. So not super high ceilings, but unless you're incredibly tall, you're not really gonna feel it that much. Oh wow! And this is usually the smallest room in this layout, and it's actually still a very good size. You could fit a queen size bed in here pretty easily, I think. There's overhead lighting in most of the rooms. Let's see. Yes, that one had overhead lighting. This one did too, so sorry. Sorry, thank you. Alright. Let's head on down to the other unit. Yeah, definitely the floors here also. Just throughout the house. Could use some sanding. Over here is not too bad. This is surprisingly good condition for the main living area, but definitely has some scratches you can see there. Nothing too crazy, but definitely could benefit from a sand and stain. Maybe stain it a more modern color. Alright. Different flooring here. Alright, so walk into the downstairs unit. This has no doorknob, so this is literally just a lock. This is only to separate the units, nothing more. closet there. Pretty deep. We do have some carpeting down here. This looks like it's probably a full-size bed. But plenty of space down here. This should be a living room, to be honest with you. But if you wanted to make this a bedroom, or as they're using it now, you could easily fit a king-size bed in this room if you wanted to. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh, electrical box. Looks older. Let's see what we got in here. Okay. Nothing right off the bat. No, it looks all right. That one's... Yeah. There's actually nothing too bad right off the bat. It is a little bit of an older box, but all of the wiring looks relatively good. It's not super, super new, but it's maybe like, you know, I don't know, late 90s? Late 90s? I know they bought this place like 20 years ago, so that might have been redone when they bought the place. This door's falling over here. This one's off the rails completely. This is storage. No, I don't know what that is. Small little office space over here. Looks like maybe a closet room. That's how they're using it. Oh, okay. There we go. Alright, so first thing I note. This is, your heat is currently running and it's burning orange. It's not supposed to burn orange, it's supposed to burn blue. So, needs a tune-up. Don't think that it needs to necessarily be replaced if it's still functioning, but for efficiency, you're definitely going to want to tune that up. It looks like you have both systems here. This other one is for the upstairs, and it's going to be forced hot air. It is, I can't get in here, it's a little difficult to see. It's pretty tight in here. Very dusty on this. It doesn't look like it has, let me see the filter situation. Filters look good, but my guess is they probably don't change these filters very often considering the amount of dust that's in the area. That's your line out to your air condenser. So they do have central air on the main floor. Let's see the age on this thing. This has a 6-year guarantee, and it is from okay, 2013 with a 6-year guarantee. So that's out of guarantee already. That expired in 2019. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, but I would probably replace it, and then when I replace it, I would put some sort of a water detection system down here, especially if you have living space over here. If this tank blows, it's going to get all in your drywall, it's going to get all in your flooring. So my recommendation would be to replace this tank as soon as possible and get it with a water tray underneath and a water detection system so that the water shuts off if it starts leaking. This tank is even older. It's only got a 5-year guarantee on it, and it is from, let's see here. Let's see if we can just grab a picture. Yeah, I couldn't find a year on this, but I will tell you 100% that this tank is significantly older than the other one, and it's only got a 5-year warranty on it, so I'd replace that also. Okay. Yeah. We've also got the drop ceilings here have a few tiles that are popped up a little bit of water damage right there. You are kind of below the kitchen here, so it's not super surprising. These are kind of just yellow and aged. I don't know if I would replace these necessarily, but I don't love how they look. Baseboard heating down here. Everything is gas also. shower, just a standing shower. Let's see if I can stand in here. All right, so I'm standing. I could shower in here comfortably. So maybe if you were 6 feet, this wouldn't work, but I'm comfortable with that. All right, heading out from the bathroom. You've got laundry here. There was laundry upstairs, so I have to circle back around. So each unit has its own laundry. This is actually pretty nice. It opens up pretty well. Like, I was a little concerned over there, but this kitchen is a very good sized kitchen considering that it's a basement. Flooring here is a bit older. This used to be, looks like it probably was a garage at one point. I wouldn't be surprised, but pretty good sized living area. I'd replace this carpeting. This carpeting is pretty worn out, stained, like it's just not in good condition. To get it rented. Oh, this is probably the oldest window I've seen here. Let's see. Yeah, it still works. Double pane, so no need to replace it. Just looks older. Something I did notice coming through here, this screen door has no screen. You can just go right through it. So that needs to be fixed. And there's another small room here. They're using this as an exercise room. This could be like a child's bedroom, child-sized bedroom. Closet. Ooh, lots of loose insulation in here. That's random. Alright, so all in here, this is probably a 1.5 bedrooms is what I'd call this. So they're going to use this as what they're calling the bedroom with a fireplace in it. Sure, that's fine. With a walk-in closet area. Oh, interesting. Water shutoff valves in your closet. And that's for the shower. Needs a bit of work. Needs a little bit of updating. As is, you know, I think you need to definitely flooring in order to get it rented. Maybe not the main floor, but definitely the carpeting. Yeah. I'm gonna head back upstairs real quick to show you where the laundry is. Alright, so coming through the kitchen on the main level here, there's this back porch, which they're using as storage and laundry. Unclear whether this is heated. If it is heated, all the heat is blocked up by these structures. But laundry's out here, so at least it gets warm enough that the pipes don't freeze.
Hello. You just get here? Yeah. Oh, good.
Small little deck. Jumping a little bit. It's a little older, but still pretty solid. And then back out onto that beautiful yard. So I'm just noticing the kitchen. So this is a bit of an older extractor fan here, and this backsplash is plastic. These are also not.
It's over 20 because they've been here 20 years.
Should be GCFI, but it's not. He was telling me, so these poles out here were for a carport that was attached to the house. And this is something I was looking down at the foundation, so I didn't notice. This is where the carport got ripped off of the house. So obviously the siding is kind of janky over here. They do have a guy. Yeah, so it's very kind of janky there. But they said that they've contracted somebody to come get it done, but it's going to be, obviously they just couldn't get it done for the open house. So, but they will deliver it with that fixed. Also with the gutters, the downspouts completely disconnected because that was previously on top of the carport and then like leaked out that way. So that gutter is going to be replaced, downspout going down here. I mean, overall, it's not bad. I think that it's going to be tough to rent out that lower unit if it's not like two families that know each other. Just because one exit of the house does lead directly into the other unit. So it's something where you really need to basically find two families that already know each other in order to get it rented out in a way that people might feel comfortable with it. I mean, renting out the main house is going to be no problem. But that lower unit, the guy was saying that you could get 2,000 for it. I think that's a bit high. I think maybe 1,800. They're billing it as a 2-bedroom in the basement, but it's like 1.5 bedrooms really. So I wouldn't bank on 2,000 for the. Excuse me, I wouldn't bank on 2,000 for the basement. It needs some work. And it's not. I wouldn't call the basement the most rentable unit. It's gonna be definitely pretty below market given the size and the setup. That it's kind of like part of another, attached to a single family basically. I could really go either way on this one. I'm on the fence about it. There's been some good attention on it because I know there's a lot of people in the area looking for split ranches because they have family members that they, want to put in their basement. They have, the grandma and stuff that they want to put in their basement. So this is a popular layout. It's definitely going to go for more than what they're asking no matter what, just because families want to live here. But as far as rental property, I don't love it. I will say that for the location and the price, on paper, it sounds good. It does sound good on paper. I'm just concerned about the rentability of the basement unit. So you might want to put significant work into that basement unit to get it into better condition so that the fact that it's attached to the other unit through the exit door doesn't make a big difference to the renters. You might have to get creative with that. There's no other... Oh, there actually is another exit. So you know what? The place does have 2 exits. That's not the main exit. It's just like a door. So you could just seal up that door entirely and just call it a full... That actually might work. That might work best. Seal up that door entirely. Yeah. Then people feel a lot more comfortable with that.